If you are living on a suburban locations, you gotta really watch it, okay? Especially with your presentations and everything, okay? You do not need to self-disclose yourself. What's going on, guys? Chilling. I think I'm gonna be putting this to the activate negativity channels, or I might be putting this on motivational channels. But to watch the full video, you want to click the channel right there somewhere if it's popping up to see the full video. All right, if you are living on a suburban locations, you gotta really watch it, okay? Especially with your presentations and everything, okay? A new policy that invented by me, okay, your leader, okay? You do not need to self-disclose yourself. Let me say that one more time. You do not need to self-disclose yourself on a small town, okay? For a girl, it's okay. But for man, you have to do some sort of self-disclosure because you're a man. There's no security reason. No, it doesn't make any sense. If a woman don't want to self-disclose herself for her personal reason, then man is absolutely fine and normal. If you're a shy guy, if you're super extra private, even though you're super secretive, if you're a super secretive guy, you should not self-disclose yourself to any suburban, Orange County, it could be even in Queens, it could be even Brooklyn, it could be anywhere. This thing applies anywhere. You do not need to disclose yourself. All you can say is your something that you feel comfortable that they should be calling you with a nickname, some sort of name they can call you, or if they ever ask you where you're from, you don't have to disclose that, because nowadays it's really not a matter. And disclosing where you're from, it's like another trap. So even a hospital will ask you like, hey, where are you from, what's your background, when we take you on an ER. Even on COVID-19 vaccine, they will ask you like, hey, what's your background. It's up to the clients or the patients, okay? You don't need to answer that. Okay, now here's the thing. Why suburban, right? It doesn't have to be suburban. It could be even in the capitalism. Now you can say, oh my god, there's no suburban, there's no rural, there's capitalism take over the whole world, whole America, right? Not necessarily. There's a lot of the whole US have a lot of capitalism in place, but there's hundreds and hundreds of rural or suburban place that every man and every even woman go through this. Any small town or any small village, you're gonna have this struggle because you have nowhere else to go. What is your Disneyland? What is your even a park? Your park is the service locations, and I probably made a separate videos on an activate motivation department. You want to check it out. Maybe in a random department too. You basically want to subscribe to all of my channels. Any of these channels, I made a multiple videos that the suburban locations, the service place is where you live in. This is your Disneyland basically. Where else you gonna go on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday? It's so sad that on this type of rural place you have, if you especially imagine if you have a kids, where is you gonna take them? You take them to Happy Meals, because even though that's bad for health for the kids, but like where else you gonna take? There's nowhere else to bring your kids. And every Friday, how many Fridays on a year? How many Fridays, Saturday, Sunday on a year? Think about it. Where else you gonna take them? Your kid's gonna cry. Even if your kids don't cry, what they're gonna say? There's literally 3 activities or 3 outdoor activities. So you really have to watch it where you take your kids or your family to wherever. And if you go to these places, this service location is gonna notice you like, yo, who is this girl or guy? We never seen you here. So then you have to do this. They will ask you this personal question like that. That's so common. Like even me, when I go to a places, there's this lady want to know everything. It's like, hey, where you live, what part, which side you live, this side or this side. I'm not gonna tell you. What if I'm friends with the BTS? What if I'm friends with the Blackpink, right? You should not answer. And she's thinking I'm there because every time I go to work, I probably go to that deli, right? That's probably the service people think. I'm like, okay, fine, good, even better. You think that way. You don't need to know that. These suburban people, they see you, and not only that, the suburban people have nothing going on in their life, and what they do is that they're super nosy about who's this new guy or girl in their town, or who's this flashy person, or why he looks so great, and then he have a piercing. This thing is really impacting, just so you know. If you have a little better hairstyle, if you have a better glowing skin, if you glow, if your body glow, everybody's nosy, okay? even in a suburban school, when you go, first of all, even the school side, they will try to take all your information, buy the papers, try to take your SSN just to back themselves up so they can trace you down somehow. But even in the school or even other professional service, they will ask you some deep personal information of where you're gonna go after school, or what are you gonna do, what time you wake up. Like, trust me, there's people will ask you this type of questions, right? You should not be answering any of this, okay? And I probably gonna make a separate video about this, that don't be friendly with this service place, especially on this small town, okay? If this small town, they're busy too, don't get me wrong. This small town service place could be coffee, cafe, bakery, whatever it is, a restaurant place. Don't get too personal, and don't get active communication with these people. Don't do that. Okay, now just so you know, because you're new and because you're so attractive and good looking, they're the one who gonna come toward you. You don't have to come toward. You're not the one. You're just gonna be staying professional with this flat professional look, like, yo, just give me my thing and I'm gonna pay you tip, leave me alone. They're the one who gonna come after you. They're the one who gonna try to be extra friendly with you. There's gonna be a girl who gonna have a crush on you, like, oh, who is this new guy, I want to get to know him more, right? They're gonna try to, even if you're a girl, a guy gonna try to get to know you, and you will fall in love. Even the horse guy, the farm guy, whoever, but you don't know where things gonna last. I think it's better that you should wait 3 to 6 months. There should be no rush. If you're high value person, there should be no rush. Now, if you're a low value person, you can do whatever you want. I don't have to tell you, or nobody has to tell you. You can do whatever. It's on your own risk. But if you're like entrepreneur and you have these service people who are not really entrepreneur, but they're just working under somebody, but they're hitting on you and they want to get to know where you live, what type of car you drive. Even parking a car in front of that store or institute is a problem, because now they look for you on the window, that, oh, is he here, is she here, okay, she's here, okay, let me get sit over there, I'm gonna sit over there, so when he or she comes in, she's gonna sit over there, like that. Nowadays, in a store with the big windows, you also have to watch out. And this is a big, in any store with a big window. But watch this little micro detail, because I'm so damn advanced and detailed. Watch this. If the register is facing this way and the big door or window glass is right there, and the parking is also the same 90 degree, that's a problem. So you cannot park your car over there, because they see you, and if you see these people are talking behind your back after you leave the institute or service, you need to park your car somewhere on the concrete wall that they don't see you. You get it? If you have a register guy, or if you have if the building have all these windows, if your store have all these windows, and you're coming in, you want to park your car somewhere that they don't see you, because when they see you, they use analytics. Oh, guys, be ready, he's here, she's here. Like, if Tom Cruise, I cannot imagine what celebrities go through. Like, if Tom Cruise parks, or Britney Spears, people know what type of car. If people know what type of car Britney Spears drive, if the stores knows that, yo, Britney Spears coming to my store to get a Coca-Cola, right? Britney Spears might not want to deal with the selfies, or Tom Cruise don't want to deal with some extra talk. He just want to grab his coffee and get out. So it obviously makes sense to park the car somewhere farther so they don't see you, and you automatically instantly go inside and get the coffee and get out, But when they see you, when they know you, when they see through you on the window, then it's like, oh my God, guys, he's here or she's here. Okay. And then they'll mess up your food, or they'll try to whatever it is, or they might hate you, or they might like you. That's the thing. You have to be micro detailed, because you don't want people to use analytics before you enter the institutions, and you will see that in their face, how they act. I'm like, wait a second, why everybody's a flat face? You never enter the building, so how everybody's a flat face? They saw you from outside. And this is very common suburban locations. So in certain place, even a car mechanic, right, you gotta park your car a little bit the other side, and then you suddenly go in for price code, for this, for that. So they start you fresh, and if they act certain way, you will have a visualize. Because listen, nobody wants to talk anything bad about you. You would not want that somebody talk really bad and negative about you, or even too positive about you in their own language. This is a serious problem, right? So Anyway, the topics probably went away, but a lot of guys probably gonna be who's watching this. They're gonna be like, "Yo, yes, finally a YouTuber, advanced guy who said this thing," because nobody made this video. So now watch this. You should not self-disclose. They said that you should do a self-disclose. Just give the name that you wanted to get called, and you should tell them, I live over there or somewhere, and that's it. If they ask you what you do for a living, you don't have to answer that, or you can just say, hey, you do freelancing. If you are, or the lowest priority job that you're doing, you can just mention that, and that's it. But there's people in suburban, I don't know what's going on. Like, you go to move, even in capitalism, like even in a job, they will ask you, because look, people, if you're in a low position job and you're gonna be changing the job, if you're swapping job from job, because easily replaceable job, and you're tactical that, you know what, I'm gonna get a $1 raise. Some people do that. This job. You're gonna change your job. Then don't give out analytics. If you're leaving the job within less than a month or 1 month or 2 months, do not give your analytics. Do not. If you're high value, then don't give out your analytics. If you're low value, say whatever you want. You can talk as much you want. But if you're entrepreneur, if you have some high stuff going on, don't talk extra. Don't say anything extra. You don't realize that the stuff you will say or you can say, even a little thing, is more pricier than the salary you're getting, or is more pricier than wherever you're even working. So you should not be disclosing anything. The self-disclosure, I think nowadays gonna go smaller and smaller and smaller, even smaller. And this is an issue, because when you are bad looking, then nobody bother you. But when you're flashy, when you're good looking, people get very nosy. Okay, so on a suburban, this is like a special training I had to make just for suburban location and rural location, because people over there got free time, and then they had this thing, we all know each other, we don't know you. Okay, good, you guys get to know each other. I'm gonna stay anonymous and I'm gonna stay incognito for the rest of the life. All right, you don't know anything, and it's better to stay ghost. Because you know what? We try to treat the people nice on the service place, but when you try to be extra nice with the service place, they use that as analytics too. So you know what? It's better to just stay as a ghost. Go there, get the service, because look, there's a lot of people that use that as a service and then goodbye. But there's a lot of people who are extra sweet to the service people or the institute, like, you know what? You guys are working hard, you guys are the best, or you guys are make the best food. They will use that against you. So you know what? Don't say anything. So this is very important. You need to really bookmark this. You need to press the like and subscribe button. I'm making this as off the script. This is very important, my friend. This is very important. And another biggest struggle is that these people, almost any service place, barely, like very less, they will not talk. Like even the professional people, they talk after you leave. The service place, they talk a lot. And another thing is this coffee shop, the social related place will talk, and the private entity will talk, and these girls talk loud. It is very bad. You should not share, even though if you make a mistake, they're gonna talk about it. Like there's people are so server talk, bartender talks. Like you should never, like after 90 days probation, maybe you can share a little bit more, but you should not share anything before that. Like these people, especially in suburban place, if you do this in Manhattan, still you don't know what's up. But in a busy place, like still it's risky. But you gotta watch it, guys. You do not do that. That's it. I'm gonna probably make 100 more topics about this. But guys, it's the age of war of analytics. It's an analytics war. You need to watch it. Don't share everything. You don't have to give it disclosure. I think it's better to have a secondary nickname in public, and I'm gonna be talking about that because I think I'm the first one who came up with this invention. Secondary name, secondary number, and secondary presentation, something or demo is very important nowadays. I don't know how you guys put your full name on a Facebook, and I don't know how you guys put your full name on Instagram nowadays. If you're not really like up there, like if you're like a really up there, like okay, Halsey, Tom Cruise, like that's a different level. But like everybody should have like a triple portfolio, because it's necessary. It's so necessary. It's impossible nowadays to have only one portfolio for everywhere. Like I think even for social security, I wish there was a secondary social security that hey, one of them is a basic limited demo social security, and one of them is going to be an important major social security, and the limited one is expiry. And you know what, for that, if there's a subscription, I'll pay for it. because how many social security we have given out to all this job apply, even though you should not be giving out your, and same with the job information, with the job apply too. You should not give job all the informations. You should not. If they don't contact you, you must not give them information from the beginning. This is like a bonus. You should not give them full information, full resume from the beginning if there's no guarantee they're not gonna hire you. Okay, congratulations, this is the age of entrepreneur. You need to make sure they contact you. I don't care whoever it is. If it's Google or Samsung, you can give them, sure. But if it's a small company, no, you need to check first. Are they gonna call me? Are you guys hiring? Then you give out the information. Everybody should have a demo resume, and you should not to this customer service as a personal. They're not your friend. And also same, that's why people talk to the cops. That's why people talk too much to the service places. Because where else are you gonna find other human? There's no other human, right? But the thing is that they use analytics on you, my friend. All right, be freaking aware of that. Over. Like and subscribe. Check out my other video. There's much more other videos coming. Over. Peace out. One of the experimental, I forgot to say. All right, this is probably the end of the video. If they don't know anything about you, if you're just like a completely incognito mode, if they don't know anything about you, this is what's gonna happen. And you know what? It's okay. Go to the ugly path if that's what's necessary. If you don't say, it's so either you're a bad guy or you're a good boy, or you're at the middle, right? Bad guy or good boy. If you don't say anything, if there's no portfolio you have present and they're like, yo, I'm nobody, I'm not going to disclose anything, but I'm going to keep coming here. If you present yourself like that and they don't know anything, but they will constantly try to analyze you like, yo, who is this guy or girl who's coming to our store and have that like look, or we never seen him, plus he's wearing earring, but he's a daily. They will be very defensive. And what they're going to do is that because they're so like free times and such a low position jobs, and they have all this 8 hours, what are you going to do? There's so many idle hours. So what they're going to do, they will try to strike up a conversation. But what they're going to strike up is they're always going to start as a weird or creepy, or they'll say, oh, who is that person? Like, they'll always gonna be the start as a something from negativity. And God forbid, one tiny thing they sense, or if one tiny thing that, like, let's say, like, this is why I say, like, don't talk to the service people at all. It's better that if you don't just do a regular hi, hello, and that's it. Don't even make a joke, because if something goes tiny bit wrong, they'll use that against you. They'll say, oh, you know what, he was trying to flirt with me, or I think he's weird, or she's weird. I'm like, listen, that was the opening introduction, and that it takes only one person to do that. So I don't know how this country does not regulate this type of thing. And this is like, that raised more questions, because if there was multiple problems with the customer, with the service place, or is obviously going to start on a service place, because service place in a suburban location is going to be a suburb, because that's where the humans are. When you go to a places, like even me, when I used to do a customer service, I met so many type of people. There's people who used to be cranky, there's people who are tough, critical, and there's people who used to talk too much. And I respect that. Like, you know what, you're talking too much because maybe you just talkative person, maybe you're not meeting anybody else and you're coming here and you're talking. It's okay, I'll try to talk to you fast and I'll try to wrap things up so I can move into the next customer or clients, right? It's understandable. There's people who will share extreme sensitive informations because probably they don't have anybody at home, but they'll use that and they'll keep repeating that. If you are the one who will say that, they will keep repeating that and use that against you and be like, oh, one time she or he said that to me, and that's a permanent. So it's like that's a permanent mindset for them. You get it? So you gotta watch it. Even though you don't do any self-disclose, they will take that as a worry. And you know what? I also did a research. If there's alpha male, beta male, and the sigma male, this is a new trend. So sigma male, that's a sigma male might have this type of traits, and sigma male people are scared. And also one of the videos say, a few of the sources say that, well, obviously they try to copy each other, is that when people don't know you, they're scared. Oh, wow, that is something new for me. I'm like, really? That is interesting. So when people don't know you, they're scared and they're constantly worried and they start constantly nosy. So you know what? you should not even say anything. You should not say anything. You should really 100% stay quiet. You should not say anything to these places. You can make your own friends, and if you have a date, bring them to somewhere else, but don't bring them to these regular places. My friend, I'm telling you, I don't know how many people are watching this. I don't care if the algorithm's gonna send this to anywhere else, but this is probably the most valuable video I have made. And if you check my profile, there's multiple more valuable video like that over. Oh my god, another thing I forgot to say. Listen, this is every time you finish the video, there's more idea comes in. The guy with the most cleanest mentality, the guy with who's not a criminal, or the guy who is completely a good boy, he could be a master graduate, he could be a lawyer, they'll have an issue with that person if you don't self-disclose yourself. You should still not speak. You should not even pay attention. There was a phase like, listen, you're a service provider, we want to treat you like a human, but when you try to treat them like a human, this is what they do. And you gotta see that HR, the human resource of this service, are so reckless and corrupt, because what they do is that nowadays this company, any of this company, even bank, they use their own security guard to ban their own clients, to own customers. What in the world? You know how many people these people do this? They use their security. You should be using it for the extreme violent, or people who are gonna do vandalism. We're gonna break your glasses, break your door, George Floyd protest. Those are the one why these weed shop and other shops have security guard. But nowadays they use that to the innocent civilians. That cause, like, let's say you pass by, you go there and you look like this, you go like this, he gonna go to the back, he gonna check for the camera. So you go like this, just because if you go to a store and you go like this, he go to the back and he check for camera. Because you work there. You know the system. Every time you go there and you go like this, he'll go there. And then what is causing is the guy who did that, he's gonna be colored security. And then that caused problems. And then he gonna report it to the manager. He's acting, I think something so suspicious about. Just because you did like this, is all of a sudden suspicious. He gonna send it to the manager. Manager's definitely unprofessional. He gonna talk to everybody else. Everybody knows. And then that says something gonna happen. And then you try to investigate, or if you try to take an action, they ban you. That's how this thing is. And just so you know, you wanna put a little special eyes on the Starbucks. Starbucks have a lot of issues going on, and I don't think anybody's talking about this, literally. This is very sad. There's a lot of things going on in Starbucks. There's a lot of customer practice they're doing. I don't think anybody's really talking. And I don't know why there's a union talk and all this other like racial portfolio talk, but there's not this specific one that I'm gonna be making other videos about that. That's it. I guess this is it for today.